Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and I'm Connie, and I am so glad you are here. If you are new to my channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it helps my channel grow. Also, hit that notification bell, hit the all so that you'll notified every time I upload a video, and give me a big old thumbs up, and if you'd like, leave a comment. I comment back on every single one. Now, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So let's get right into these wood projects, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this challenge in just a couple of minutes. Okay, these came from Dollar General, and I lost some footage during this process, and I'll tell you when. I lost the footage on coloring the hat and her outfit. It was the one color, the main color on the hat, and then I added white to it to get her top and the dots for the hat. Now I'm using Waverly's Maze chalk paint. And these are all, the only thing that's not chalk paint on here is their skin, and that is just an acrylic paint. Now I'm going to leave all the colors that I use down in the description box, because I can't remember exactly which ones they are. I'm pretty sure on a lot of them, but not all of them, so I'm not even going to attempt that. But we are just going to color this. Now there is the girl and then the boy, so I'm going to do both of those. Now I lost some of the footage on the boy as well, and then we've got 2 more projects after that, so it's actually 4 projects, not 3 projects. But we're going to go ahead, and I'm working on the braids. Now I wasn't super particular at not going on the black, because after I'm all done, I'm going to use a black paint marker or paint pen from Dollar General as well. I got it last year, and I'm going to retrace over everywhere the outlines are. That is just going to make everything just pop once you do that. So now this color I do know is crimson, and this is from Waverly, and so I'm going around the whole heart, and not the letters, of course, because they are black. And I think I missed part of it. I colored them in with paint, because I think they were just drawn, and I just colored them in with the black paint, and that is Folkart black chalk paint. So once I get this done, I'm going to move on to the next section, and I'm trying not to show a ton of painting unless I'm actually doing a painting. So you'll have to let me know in the comments if I show too much of the actual painting. But here I'm using that black, and I'm doing her shoes, and then I'm going to move on to the next section. And when I'm done with all the painting of her, I'm going to use my white and go around the whole outside of it. And then with that in the outline, it's just going to look amazing. It's so cute. Now, I could have turned these over and drawn my own, but you know what? These are just so stinking cute. I just kept those designs. So here I am going around the edge with the white, and this is Waverly's Snow White. Now I like this color, but I really like the Waverly's the Folkart's Adirondack, or is it Waverly's? I think it's Folkart, but I was not able to find it when I went to the store to get this. So that's something I'm gonna have to order off of Amazon, is the Adirondack. I like the color of it better, because this has a blue tint to the white, which is fine if that's what you need, but normally I don't want that stark white. I want a warm white, and this is a cool white, so it's a little bit different. And I'm a color person, so I went to school. Part of my schooling was learning all the colors, how they work together, you know, all the different things about colors. And so I'm using this because it's all I could find. But this is going to turn out extremely cute. I think I've already done the skin. I think I lost the footage on that, but we'll see here. And yeah, because I can see it on my palette because it's an acrylic paint. And I'm going to use the same one for the boy. But then I have to finish for today, this day, and then I'm going to start again the next day in a different, not in my craft room, but actually on my dining room table. Because I was keeping an eye on my little dog, Royce, because my husband was sick and he was in bed. So I wanted to get this all finished, and so I just did it when he was there. So, and that is, I'm finishing up this. Now I'm doing that paint pen, and I'm just going around every single part of the outline. So the outline around the bottom of the hat, around her nose, her chin, her shirt, her hat, her pants, her hands, everywhere. Just where it was prior. I can see it underneath the paint. So I'm just going ahead, and it just makes all the lines really nice and crisp. So that is what I'm doing to get her all finished. And this paint pen or marker, if it starts to dry, shake it a little bit and it brings more of the paint down into the bottom. Of course, I'm probably going to have to buy some new ones soon. I'm going to be looking into the Posca pens, but I'm not sure. I haven't made that decision yet, because the ones from Dollar Tree you only get silver, gold, white, and black. I'm thinking it's the only colors I remember. So I'm just getting this all finished. I thought I cut out more of this, but apparently you're gonna see me outlining a lot of it, rather than not a lot of it. But that's okay, because this just really makes this project look amazing. Okay, here I am just finishing up this last little bit, and now we're going to start on the boy. Now, I missed the footage of coloring the heart and the Happy Valentine's Day with that crimson. That's when I realized I didn't have it, so now I'm making his hat. This is Peacock, and I'll have to look and see if it is Folkart or if it is Waverly. I can never remember what each one is. I think the Waverly is the white lids and the Folkart is the black lids. I could be right on that one. But I'm just going to color this whole thing in, and like I said, I'm trying not to go over those outside lines, but if I go over a little bit, it's okay, as long as I don't go into the next section where I'm going to have to try and paint over it. So here I am just finishing that last little bit of the hat, and then I'm going to move on to the next section of this little gnome. I used to not like gnomes, and now I just absolutely love them. I think it was mainly I didn't like the ones with the faces, but I love the ones with just the noses. So I'm just getting this all done, and now I am putting and this is Folkart, and it's Parisian Grey. I'm putting it on the beard, but then I'm going to put white over it. So it just helps make the color look more opaque than if you have to keep going over the white several times to get it that way. So I'm just finishing that Persian Grey on that, and then I'm going to move on to the next section, and you'll see that in just a moment. Okay, now on this, on his pants, I'm using the Waverly's Agave, and because the Peacock and the Agave really accent each other really well, and after I got done thinking about it, I thought, maybe I should have put the Agave on the hat and the Peacock on the pants, but you know what? I love the way it looks, so I'm glad I did it this way. So I'm just going around the beard and making sure I'm not going too much out on the outline, because I don't want to have to use too much of the white to cover the agave. So once I get this done, then we're going to move on to the next section. And I'm not sure if I lose any more of this footage or not. We'll see. I might have. But I'm just getting this finished, and that's all done. Okay, now I missed a lot of that. So there's the two of them, the little boy and the girl. No, I hope you like them. I think they're so stinking cute. So now let's get in some information on this. Zana and myself are the hosts, and this month it is Tami from Happiness Created that is our guest host. And down in the description box you're going to find all of our links as well as the playlist link, and you're going to want to go over to that playlist and check out all of the creators, because they are amazing. Every month they just, I can't believe they blow me away. So let's get into this third project. Okay, this is a Christmas countdown calendar from Dollar General, and I got it on clearance. I think it was 60 cents. I did use Mod Podge on it. It's a very slick surface, and I wanted to make sure my paint was going to adhere to it, so I went ahead and put Mod Podge on it. Then I put that white, the Snow White, and once that was dry, then I am putting Waverly's Antique Wax on it and then wipe it off. Now, the couple of spots was not dry enough, and so it looked funny, but in the end it ends up not mattering. It doesn't, you can't tell. It looks awesome. I love this antique wax. It really makes projects look amazing. So once I get the front done, then I'm going to do the edges. Same thing, put it on, wipe it off, and you get that very, very rustic look to it. Then I took this vinyl from Dollar Tree, and I am going to cut a heart out of this vinyl. Now I'm just going to draw a heart. Now the heart's beautiful when I draw it, but the two sides are different. So they're both beautiful, but they're different. So once I cut the side out that I want, then I'm just going to fold it in half and cut out the and trace, cut that, and so it ends up being exactly the same. So yeah, you'll see me here in just a second. I'm going to stop cutting, and I'm going to fold it and then just cut around the that side that I want to use, and then I'm going to put it on this little plaque, and then we are going to follow it up with some amazing stuff. So here it is. I am got the black again, and I am using a small paint brush, and I am writing, and you know what? I cannot remember what it says. I will put it here on the screen. You'll be able to see it in just a moment. It was something I saw off of a Dollar Tree calendar. I couldn't use that piece because it was too big. This is kind of mimicking it, sort of, but a little bit different. But it's good. So I'm just going ahead and I'm painting in all of these. I hope you guys love all of these projects. I just think they're so cute. I only have, I think, one more Valentine thing to do. I might have two. One of them is just going to be a decorate a lantern, and that is going to go live on the 27th, so in a week. And I think I have one other video coming out before then, but I'm not positive. But all of the rest, I'm going to be moving on into spring and Easter. I'm not a huge fan of St. Patrick's Day. I mean, I am a fan of St. Patrick's Day. I just don't usually do very much decorating for it. It only lasts, it's right in the, I mean, it's just a couple of days after Valentine's, and I usually leave up all the Valentines the whole month of February, so I usually don't do it. But we'll see. Hey, we'll see. I'm not sure, but I'm finishing up these, the words, the saying, and then I'm going to write the word love on this one right here with the crimson. And then I'm going to do a little bit more embellishments on this, and then we're going to call it good. Now, I don't show it, but I do go back over it with Mod Podge to just seal it down. And I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to use my blade, and I'm going to cut the heart on those lines because they're dipped in, and I don't want dirt getting behind it and then causing it to peel up. So I am going to cut those. I haven't done it, and I don't have a finalized picture of it yet, but I am going to be doing that. So once I got this crimson done, then I do some embellishments around the heart, and then I realize that love needs something else. So I'm going to go back through it and do a little bit more on it and just get that all exactly the way I want it. And then after looking at it, I actually wished I had used my Cricut. So before I finish this project off, I may change it. Hey, you never know. I mean, it's finished, but it's not complete because I haven't put the Mod Podge on it. So I could paint over all those words using my Cricut, put those on, the Cricut words on there. Now I'm just doing some little swirlies with the white chalk paint around it. And then I'm not sure I like that, so I go over it with black. I think I use my pen, the marker, and just clean up those lines and make it black instead of white. And that's another thing, I should have left it white. So it's me second guessing what I'm doing. I do this all the time. Even my paintings, I get finished with them and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. And then I walk away, come back and like, oh, did I do that? That's okay. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't like my projects or my paintings. Something about it just doesn't, I just don't like it. But here I am putting that white around the words, and it just makes it pop more. You can see it, it stands out. And that's what I wanted, and that's what I should have done with the rest of the wording as well. I should have done a different color, I think. I think I would have liked the whole project better. So if you see this project finished and it looks different from the way it looks today, you'll know that I have actually done what I was going to do and completely change all of the wording. And here I am going around it with the black paint marker. I'm just making them black, showing a little bit of the white, gives it a little bit of density, 3D appearance to it. And the more I look at it, the more I know I'm just going to change the wording. I'll probably sand it, but maybe not. We'll see, because the wording is black, but we'll see. And if I do change it, I'll put it in my community tab, and you'll be able to see that I actually changed this project. Now here in just a moment, we're going to move on to the next project. What it is, it's very, very cute the way it is, but it's not the colors I want it in. So I'm kind of going to remake it, sort of, kind of. Well, I am going to remake it. It's just not going to look the same. It's going to be fairly close. But here I am. I'm just fixing any of the words, and I still end up not liking it. So, yeah. We're just going to skip on out of this thing and move on to the next project. And here's the final reveal as today. It is cute, but it's not exactly the way I want it. So, you'll see the picture when I do actually change it. All right. Let's get into this next project. Okay, this is an arrow from Dollar General, taking the rope off. There's this raised, a little wood heart. I am going to pop that off. It has like a little rope bow, and I end up putting something else. So I put Mod Podge on the arrow. Now I used my heat gun to soften that rope, and I took that off. Now I'm painting the heart. This pink that I used earlier, and I don't remember what color it is, but I'll put it in the description box. Now I am painting this with Waverly's Lavender. I don't like this color. I don't know why I used it. It's dull yellow. So what I'm doing is I put some in this cup, put some white in there, and then I'm going to put some of that pink in there as well, I'm pretty sure. Or I just use it this way. We'll see here in a second, because I honestly cannot remember what I did. It's been a couple of days, and with my husband being sick, yep, I'm putting the pink in. I thought I did, because it just makes it a much better color with that. So I'm just going to use this brush, and I am going to go ahead and stir this all up, and it becomes a much prettier color. Excuse me. And then I'm just going to cover the whole thing with it. And then I did lose a little bit of footage on this. I used stencil with hearts, so I'm putting hearts back on it, but the hearts are not going to be that much difference from the back color, so they're very, very faint. They're not pronounced like the other one was. So I'm just going to paint this, and I'm going to add a little bit more of the pink in this color to put the hearts on, and you'll see it in just a moment with it all done. See, there's the hearts. It's a little bit lighter. Put a little bit of white in there. Now I am holding that heart there, and I'm just using a paintbrush and the white, and I am just painting the XOXO instead of using my Cricut. I figured, you know what, it's just 4 letters, or yeah, and I can just get this done fairly quickly. So once this is done, then I am going to put a little design on the heart, which I was not completely sure I liked, but I left it right here. I'm just putting it on. I left it because I'm going to put a bow on it, but I'm using lace that I've had in my stash for many years, so I'm just going to glue that on there. And here is the lace, and I'm just making a little shoestring bow, and I'm just cutting the edges on an angle, and then I'm going to glue it right in the center of this heart, and that is finished. Now I'm putting that same rope back on in the same spots. I'm just gluing it. Then I'm going to use a little bit of felt and put it over it. I find that that helps secure it on here really super well, so that it is completely, so it's not going to fall off. Plus, this wood is really, really light. It's not going to fall off unless somebody yanks it off. So that's definitely not something I am going to do. So once this is done, the projects are going to be all finished. So as you can see, it came out so stinking cute, and I just absolutely love it, and I hope you guys love them too. So don't forget to be the Bible that somebody reads today. Also, call somebody and tell them you love them, because it might be exactly what they need to hear today. And you guys have the most blessed day and week, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.